Good afternoon, Miss. My name is Lee Po Kyu. Today, I'm going to present the analysis of the issues in the teaching and learning of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Now, I'm going to present regarding issues identified in the case study related to each language skill, which are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So these issues, right, it is divided into two types of issues. One is student related issues, another one is teacher related issues. So for the listening skill, the difficulty understand spoken English, especially CEFR, aligned audio recordings that are too fast, fear of making mistakes, reading comprehension, production of very short responses with limited ideas, low concentration during listening activities, frequent use of the first language L1 instead of English during classroom interactions, low engagement during reading activities, frequent grammatical errors, limited vocabulary, low confidence, limited exposure to English reading materials outside the classroom, poor organization, weak language proficiency. All these issue is related to student related issues. And the last one is audio was too fast, the absence of rubrics, failed to provide the necessary linguistic tools, a lack of formative feedback. This four is related to teacher related issue. So for the teacher related issue, the case study is regarding Mr. Ahmad's classroom. So this case study, it has the observation of this teacher, which is Mr. Ahmad, regarding the students. So I take this observation as the issue for the listening, speaking, reading, and writing skill for the teacher related issue. So this is what I want to present for this presentation. Now I'm going to present regarding the presentation, which is for this part, which is theoretical justification for these issues using the SLA theories. Okay, so now I will be presenting regarding Vygotsky zone of proximal development, ZPD. So it has a gap between what learners can do independently and what they can achieve with appropriate guidance or support from the teacher. So for example, in an English classroom, English subject classroom, a teacher can actually give the student um, to do some reading, and learners can actually do independently because reading is actually a very easy activity. But if they will be given a, a dialogue activity which involves five people in a group, a role play, so it actually need guidance from a teacher to teach them on how to role play the character and also how to speak properly during the role play. So they really need the teacher's guidance on teaching the students about this role play activity. Okay, so I'm going to present regarding explanation about instructional strategies you would use to address the issues in the classroom, and discussion about how your strategies would improve teaching and learning for students facing these challenges. So they're going to present and talk about. The first one is cooperative learning strategies. So cooperative learning involves people working together in small groups to achieve shared learning goals. So actually, right, when the students work together in a small group to do the project, they can actually learn things more faster, and they can actually understand more on what the teacher teach them about regarding the project. So this is actually one of the useful ways that the teacher use in the classroom for the students to learn faster, which is cooperative learning strategies. So teacher think that this is one of the easiest way for students to learn, and that's why nowadays schools have been implementing this strategy uh, in the classroom for the students to learn. And then so it improves teaching and learning because people receive peer support while actively participating in tasks. Yeah, teacher actually give guidance to the students when they are working in groups to do the project. So when the teacher give the guidance, they will learn uh, from the from what the teacher teach them, and then at the same time the students will actively participate in the task. Then this is like a very good thing because this is like uh, a condition that gives two benefits, which is it improves teaching and learning. And then next is collaborative interaction also increases opportunities for meaningful language use within the classroom, according to Gibbons 2015. So for this theory, right, which is cooperative learning strategy, uh, the theory written by Gibbons 2015, um, it says that it increases opportunities for meaningful language use. So, when the students are working in the groups for doing some projects, right, they will actually interact with each other. So, at the same time, when they interact with each other, they interact with teachers as well, asking for help doing the assignments and the projects. So, this collaborative interaction occurs, which causes them having an opportunity to um, use their language more because they speak the language right when they interact with each other when they are doing the assignments. So this improves their speaking skills in English language. So next is okay, so I'm going to talk about formative assessment strategy. Mr. Ahmad can use observation checklists and short reflective activities to monitor students' progress continuously instead of relying heavily on worksheets. Okay, worksheets say if you use that method to monitor the students' progress, you can be able to monitor them in a short period of time only. But you use the observation checklist and short reflective activities, you can be able to monitor the students' progress continuously in a long time, within a few months like that. So this is more better way to monitor the students' progress. Then it can also improve teaching and learning because it allows the teachers to identify students' difficulties early. So when they monitor the students' progress, right, at the same time they can be able to identify their difficulties, such as which subjects they are very bad in, and then which which way they can improve to help their students to learn more better in this subject. So when they implement this way in their teaching method to help the students to learn more, uh, to improve that subject which the students are very bad at, then this assessment right can really improve the teaching and their learning as well when they use that way to teach the student to uh, improve learning in that subject that they are bad at. So next is people are more aware of their areas for improvement, which promotes confidence, according to Black and William, 2009. So now I'm going to present the last presentation part topic, which is reflection on how addressing these issues through your strategies can promote language acquisition and engage students in the ESL classroom. So the strategy that I'm going to present and talk about is providing comprehensible input. Learners are better able to understand spoken input through scaffolding strategies such as using visuals and replaying audio recordings. So when learners they are hearing the things that have been played through the audio recordings, then they can be able to understand more about what is the information being played out on the audio, and then they can be able to remember as well. So acquisition becomes more effective because they connect new language forms with existing knowledge when they comprehend the meaning of the language they hear. So this is what I want to present for this part of the presentation. Thank you to the teacher who is hearing my presentation. Thank you very much.